My name is Lecturer Clergy Bishop Kenya Michael Loltome. I just want to talk briefly here in Nairobi National Government, as usual, in the afternoon like this, about the Word of God in relation to religious, political, philosophy context. And today I want us to talk about leadership. In the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 13, verse 13 to 14, we are told that actually Prophet Samuel told the president of that time, or King Saul, to avoid acting foolishly in his leadership. Because God spoke to him and told him like that. So we have actually leaders which actually can be rebuked like that one, and they don't see anything bad about it. We are not told that the king of Israel that time, Saul, actually killed that priest, or see that he had not to do anything good. He did it because he has actually given him the right kind of reason why he said so. One, he has even refused to kill the king of Amalekites in 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 33 and 34, was killing them, Israelites as well as Amalekites. So, and among other, disobedience to God's commandments, that King Saul was actually doing it. So, he was also at time reported to have even attempted to assassinate his successor, which actually later on also married his own daughter, Michal, and that was actually King David, which of course was nearly to be assassinated by the same king. So, Prophet Samuel decided to rebuke that king of that time called King Saul and told him to avoid acting foolishly in his leadership, which of course he did not complain. So I just wanted you to understand a bit of characteristics of good leaders. I'm looking forward to be Kenya president come 2027 elections with some other leaders also of Tumani Liberation Party, which of course I think we are going to be united with ODM, Orange Democratic Movement Party, of the late His Excellency Sir Raila Amolo Odinga. But anyway, ours now, as per I speak, we are registered as Tumani Liberation Party. And so I am going to be the president, precise date 13 September 2027, God willing. And then I have also vice president, retired Kenya Brigadier, who is actually on ballot paper 2007 during that election of, was nearly to defeat even the president back at that time. And then again, it tried again to 2017. And then we are also on ballot paper 2022. I was deputizing him as vice president. So he has now given me an okay to be the incoming head of state of Kenya Republic, which we are going to rename it United States of Kenya Republic, for 7 federal states or county government, 290 constituencies, and 1,450 wards assembly regions. So I am also going to have 2 powerful ladies, first ladies. The incumbent head of state currently is Excellency William Samoei Ruto, youngest daughter. Honorable Miss Charlene Ruto will be my first lady in charge of all spiritual affairs, also and state also affairs partially, because now the other one, first lady, also called Imgat Raila Amolo Odinga, the youngest daughter of former Supreme People's Power President or Prime Minister, His Excellency Sir Dr. Raila Amolo Odinga, youngest daughter. Honorable Miss Imgat Winnie Raila Amolo Odinga will be the state affairs person who will be helping along with me also state affairs, because the first ladies, they have their own offices. I have also 2 powerful prime ministers. That is retired United States of America President, His Excellency Honorable also Dr. Barack Hussein Obama, His Excellency Dr. Loltome, the former Vice President of Kenya. So we are going to have a kind of a government which is going to focus on humanity kind of welfare as well as also non-living things, because we are the custodian of this planet Earth. To look for animals, minerals, land, trees, and water, okay, and everything in this planet, living and non-living things. So we are in need of visionary leaders, which of course we are going to be focusing on that, to be people who are visionary leaders, because that is the only way we can at least help people in that case. If we don't actually have vision, we will all perish. That's even what the Bible says. Another thing, we want action leaders, people of action. We are going to be leaders of action. In Exodus chapter 1 to 4, we are going to be people of action, leaders of action. That Tumani Liberation Party, a wing of ODM, Orange Democratic Alliance Party movement, Orange Democratic Movement Party, Orange Orange, okay, Democratic Movement Party, ODM. We are also going to be a people of standfastness leadership, or leaders in that case. We are going also to be a servanthood leaders who are there to serve human beings but not to be served. In Mark chapter 10, verses 42 and 43, we are going to have a God-oriented government. We are going also to be people of dependency, or leaders of dependency. We will be dependable leaders. In Exodus chapter 33, verse 11. And we are going to be goals and objective-oriented kind of leaders. We are going to have a kind of purified leadership, all right, without any impurities. Pure kind of leadership, participatory leadership, with no partiality, no nepotism, no favoritism. And we are also going to provide you with all social welfare. In Ephesians 5, verse 26 and 7, we are also going to be the light of the world leaders. The world is going to look Kenya as a salt of the world in leadership. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 to 16, we are going to evangelize the whole world with spiritual affairs. In Matthew 28, verse 19 and 20, and Mark 16 and 15. I am going to build more churches than even any other king in the whole world, including Israelite, have built. Because we are going to promote the work of God as well as humanity kind of work. We are going to provide them with all social welfare. We are going to focus on human beings, as well as also God first in Matthew 6:33. So we are going to promote good work in Galatians chapter 6:10 or 6:6. We need your support in the next government. It will be a government which is going to have kind of a plan, which will promote total kind of planning. Okay? We will not work blindly without knowing what we are going to do. We are going to know what is called SWOT. Our strengths, our weakness, our opportunities, all right, and threats in that kind of leadership. So we are going to promote a very good kind of planning. We are going also to have a kind of organizational kind of control administration government with control prices. Not that you will go to this shop, you get a different price. You go to a supermarket, you go to retail shops, you go to place of worship, and you get mushrooming churches of individuals benefiting themselves, and they are not trained priests. We are going to have a control kind of a system of government. If you are not trained priest, remember you are in danger in the next government. If you will not fill a kind of a form, we have actually the president, deputy president office have signed of Kenya Republic, because we have actually prepared a kind of a form as a fair form to get Baal prophet in Kenya. Okay? People who are not trained and they have mushrooming churches or places of worship, and they have killed so many people as I speak. Marsabit is one. We have so many people who are going to exhume them in African church because we have discovered a fake priest who have actually taken over when I went to teach in Narok Bible College. We have fake priests who have now messed up the work there in Marsabit. We have even some of the priests which are buried in the churches of Anglican Church Marsabit. So we are going to have a kind of a form, which of course we have formulated to get hold of criminals in the churches I'm given, like Marsabit, African churches. They will be called Interdenominational Church International. Form like this one. I'm given all this station you can see here. They are signed by CS office, Professor His Excellency Deputy President office, Professor Kindiki, His Excellency. Page 2 is here. We are going to get you properly. Page 3 is here. Page 2, I mean. Page 2 is here. Alright. Page 2 is here. Clearly. See these stations. Page 3 is here. Alright. See it properly. Page 1 is here. I'm given all these stations of Africa Inland Church. And actually, it is, we want you to check you whether which theological, your name, theological college you have been, university, the year of graduation, you have to show us the year. You are also classmates, your teachers, your phone number, their phone numbers, which college in Kenya, accredited or not. You are going to tell us like that. I've written Professor Kindiki and he has agreed, and also he told me I will be an opposed president. He has signed here his office. You can see it here down here. Alright? Office of the Deputy President here. Signing here. I will be an opposed president. We have so many people, after they have discovered that, I've discovered so many people who are buried in the churches in Marsabit. And we are going to exhume them, like Chakahola. 8 from African Church Songa Consulcy. Alright? And then we have also others injured in the same. They are here. You can see them here. All these are university students in this mass grave. Here. Here also, my choir members, I'm here. I'm preaching here. I am also here. You can see me. They are all in this church of AIC. And this is the priest which is selling people's blood, together with another one, which is a self-proclaimed called Daniel Siole. And this one is Daniel Amadada, AIC Bishop of Marsabit, and he has fled from Marsabit town, no office. And then we have also David Siole, where is now, actually, we have chased him from this church. That's why you see the church is in ruins, because we have found people who are dead, 8 of them, 4 university students. You can see them here. Okay? And 4 choir members here, and 4 injured. Lamadada here. He has fled to Ngorore near Mount Kulol, foot of Mount Kulol, near Lake Turkana. So not all is glitters is gold. Alright? After they have discovered now, we have accused them, and the office of the Deputy President is actually, we are going to get hold of them, because we are going to exhume those human beings. Alright? They decided now to run away. But actually, the hand of God is everywhere, and the hands of government also likewise. They are everywhere because they are representing God. So there's nowhere you can run if you are messing up with the government of Kenya. You can see it here. Kindiki office have agreed that we are going to exhume them. Alright? It is here. Alright? See it clearly. Office of the Deputy President. And it was signed by Kimani Kiru NDCK for Principal Administrative Secretary. Alright? Is the one who have signed it here. Another one is also here. Office of the President. They have signed it. Alright? Bivali Opora IPS, Principal Secretary, Internal Security and National Administration. I've signed. Also, we have even, Mr. Kodak, the one who is actually in charge of all, administration, the State Department of Internal Security. I've signed it here. Alright, he has also signed. I have somewhere here. Here it is. And we are going to exhume them. Alright. These people are dead. We have also the Inspector General Office. It is here. They have also agreed. Alright. They don't object. We are going to do this work. But what has actually altered a bit is actually when we have now experienced this kind of a challenge of losing a very prominent man of God, who is actually our father, all of us. Okay, call Dr. Dr. His Excellency Sir Raila Amolo Odinga. So that's what has altered a bit. What we have been actually intending to go, I could have been in Marsabit to do that work. Could have been given soldiers here, but now we have actually because of that it is a bit delayed a bit. But anyway, as from next week, this work can start off. Yeah, we are going to Marsabit most likely because everything now is okay. Even the Mr. Ndarua, all right, they are aware of it. Also, Ndarua is actually in charge of security of Marsabit, DCIO Marsabit. Mr. Ndarua is aware. Also, I told him we have talked over the phone to send all, the way it was instructed by, the office of the Inspector General of Police to send that report as quickly as possible. So he has all the information for himself, Mr. Ndarua, and I hope now that information it is in IG as I speak, most likely, because they have been given 3 days. But so it is the way even Mr. Ndarua told me. He told me I'm given 3 days, and it is a long time a bit. So I'm sure that work is ready now as I speak, and I'm sure they have also sent that one because he was instructed by Inspector General of Police, Honorable Douglas Kanja. All right, Mheshimiwa Douglas Kanja. Here it is. After I wrote to him, he wrote immediately to Professional Criminal Investigation Officer, Eastern Province. Alright, that is actually wrote to them on 16/9/2025. Alright, after I wrote to him, he wrote immediately to them. Okay? Alright, he wrote immediately to them, to NBS or National Police Service, and NBS and Inspector General of Police, to the Deputy Regional, Deputy also General of Inspector of Police, Eastern Province. You can see it here. After I wrote to them, it is here. They have answered positively. Now we are waiting Marsabit to send it to the information of all the execution, plan to Eastern Province, okay, Regional Criminal Investigation Department or Provincial in that case, to send it to DCI office. They call it this, all this kind of stuff. You can see it, file number. So what we have to say, we want visionary leaders and leaders of action like the one now we are seeing, we are operating. You see now, things are going in a smooth way from the starting point. After we have informed the deputy, office of the deputy president, he told the office of the president, internal security ministry, to act, and they did it. We are now in Inspector General of Police to provide me with security, facilitation funds, and also those human beings will be paid who are affected, about 8 of them, families. They will be paid 50, I propose 50 million, but it's a government to decide. And also they told me how much money do I need. I told them the much they can give me. Because I was also actually affected when I went to look for this kind of information. I was hit on my head with a nail object, with a kind of an object with a nail. All right. Although it was not a very long nail, all right, about 3 inches nail, all right, but it was actually recently is when my head now has become okay, because the thing has penetrated my head. Huh? They hit me with and we got hold of them too. Siole proclaimed priests which are run away now from the church. The church now, the priest is not there. And also headmaster of Songa Primary School, Francis Lekanabal. We got hold of them, and the terror KWS and to shoot them, but I told them, yes, hold on, because we are going to get many of them, because these people are many. They are not few. They are not few. Here it is actually the OB number. You can see it here. This year. It's actually Marsabit Police Station, OB number 48, date 13 January 2024, 18:27 hours. Nilipiga hiyo report after, and what I've said here, well, all these papers, they're in this report now. Alright, and the execution and whatever, they are there. Alright, the priest has also sold part of the church. Okay, obvious. Some acres of the land he has sold. Okay. Another time also he wanted to remove some another family, but I think he was also given money. The family is still there. Okay. The same priest. So not all glitters. That's Daniel Amarada, Bishop Daniel Amarada. Not every glitters things you are seeing on earth is actually gold. And we have to know that, because this man is a class 7 liver, and he was trained for 4 years after in Pwani Babans of Church, Mombasa, and he went to Uganda also for some short courses of leadership, and he came and gave us a report. People are eating people there, so that's why he said I've run away. So from Uganda, I don't know which kind of a college that near people where people are eating people. So this man has also sold part of the church. It is here because he has not removed this family. Alright, he has not also paid me money since I was employed by this church council of Marsabit for 25 years as a priest there. So the guy is messing up completely, and it's not us who is actually fighting him. It's God fighting the man and all his friends. Here, he has sold the church compound again, because now people are still living in, and also sold a blockhouse for 20,000 shilling and given 15. 5,000 remaining. He was given 15,000, and he has sold it in a total of 20,000. A church which is about the acres now, which is missing from the church compound, probably is close to 5 to 6 acres thereabout from those two families. So the remaining part again, he has hit 8 people inside. So Ajuaya Kutenda Mema, I tendi Nidabi. And don't fight God. God can bury you together with your family, the way as did, in the Bible. Joshua 7:24, the whole family of Achan, Achan, after messing up, having taken some things which God told him not to, and also hide some things which God told him not to. So avoid God, fighting God. It's not me. You are not fighting me. You are not fighting anybody. You are fighting God. And 1,000 years is one day to God. All right? In Psalms, I think 90 verse 4. It is actually, you are fighting God. You are fighting God, brother. And 1,000 years is one day to God. And one day, 1,000 years. You are born and dying without the completion of one day to God, divine measurement. So, what do I want to conclude this matter? Let us handle our anger, because people nowadays are messing up. They are fighting God, they are fighting people, including even the governor of Nyeri. Is fighting somebody who is in heaven now, called the late Dr. His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga. He's fighting him. There is me of have actually prayed for him to die. And we have imparagatory prayer in the Bible, which God sometimes hear. So that man has killed Raila Amolo Odinga long time ago in his heart, called Honorable, Motai Kaiga of Nyeri County Government of Kenya Republic. So there is a bitterness syndrome of, anger, because such kind of human beings who are selling the church, refusing us money, burying people in the churches, and also their leaders, they can cause what we call the bitterness syndrome. Prophet Samuel has killed actually 850 people who are messing up, calling themselves leadership, priest, Baal priest. Okay? In 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 40 to 42, and verse 19, he has killed 850 Baal prophet and Asherah kind of Baal prophet. People can cause sometimes, can make even sometimes people who are, God-fearing, to kill them. Alright? Prophet Samuel also has killed king of Agag in 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 2 and 33. Because he was killing people. Alright? And he's a man of God. Prophet Samuel, God spoke to him even when he was about 5 years. When he was with the prophet Ali. Alright? He was also actually brought up from the God's sanctuary after his own mother took him there during his childhood as per promise. God was talking to him. I myself am reading the Bible, but he himself was talking direct, but I'm using a media like a Bible to communicate to God through the Holy Spirit. Inspiration. So anger can cause bitterness in people who keep it for so long, and sometimes it will lead also to resentful kind of behaviors, to disappoint people, to harm others. Alright? Like what I'm saying. Because if you are full of hatred in your eyes and in your mouth tongue, you can cause a lot of dissensions or stir people to war or civil wars. All these civil wars you are hearing, people will start talking, first of all, and then confrontation will come, bitterness of syndrome. So we need also to read books like this one, How to Handle Anger. Okay. And counseling, you go to counselors, biblical counselors, therapists, you go to government also counselors to give you medications. Because sometimes distress can also cause people even to have some kind of problems. You don't sleep. So we can say resentful kind of complex is actually multi-layered in a kind of emotion with a mixture of disappointment, disgust, anger, and fear. Alright? You see now, even that leader now, those leaders I mentioned, Bishop Daniel Amara now is avoiding Marsabit. He's running away. He has closed off his own office in Marsabit town because of this kind of mess. Sin consequences. It can echo back to cause even fear. You are running, by your own, fearing your own shadow. If you are a kind of a person who is actually making a lot of mistakes or fighting God particularly. So we have also a psychological kind of problem. Sometimes mood can become so high, secondary emotions, which can be also elicited by fears of insult and injury, like what now, Mutai Kagwa, Honorable, did to insult someone who is actually not here, and his presence is here in spirit, and also his family is here, his friend like us is here, because I'm looking forward to marry his own daughter. Imgan, we need Raila Amolo Odinga. So we are here, and we are not happy to hear that person. There's a person who is saying that this may have caused the death of this man in a spiritual affairs kind of impregnatory prayer, which we know it is true, it can happen. So we are actually, the man is causing us a lot of psychological kind of stress, and we need to control it, our anger. We can also say that actually such kind of negativity, kind of nagging and complaining in an arrogant way is can stack some kind of positional of authority of leaders. Like that one now is removed from the Council of Governors, Honorable Mutai Kagwe. And also, maybe it's going to be, also, impeached, because there are 21 out of 30 elected MCAs, members of County Assembly of Nyeri County government who have pended signatures, we will remove him. Other women also have got the same, some women. Cecily Mbarire, they call it Cecily Mbarire, and others. Even the governor of Kirinyaga, I think so, Honorable Guru, governor, he was not actually pleased with that statement, and others. So what we want to say here, in short, we need also to control our anger, because anger is there, and we have actually different kind of anger. In that case, we have what we call anger that can be, can cause what we call passive aggressions, and open aggression, and assertive aggressions. And what we mean by passive aggression is a situation whereby many people do not admit that they are angry. Somebody can come close to you and hit you terribly, and even shoot you without talking, Others also have a tendency to lash out their anger for you to see. That's what we call open aggressions, like now during protests. Others also, we have what we call assertive kind of aggressions, which is healthy a bit, because it can be controlled in a confident approach. And sometimes it's avoidable. But the other one can be very dangerous, not avoidable, like passive aggression and open aggressions. These are now the challenges of anger. You need to know. So everybody can be angered, including animals, including human beings. Alright? Including even some trees, flowers can be angered. If you touch them without their consent, you can see them shrinking. So we have also nice people syndromes, which is sometimes they evoke anger, alright, and become a bit tearful, and Aliyah, you weep,